the credit. No, I try my best tonight. I just cannot no figure out the style. He have everything. I try my best tonight.
Compare and contrast the fight between yourself and Floyd Mayweather Jr. and tonight's bout with Terrence Bud Crawford, if you can.
No, I think Crawford is way better than Floyd
Hey, what up,
Mayweather.
y'all? Back on the Compton TV. All right, Canelo, come on, man. Stop the cat, man. Stop the cat. You know what I mean? Nah, man. Bud, it's not better than Floyd. All right. First of all, you hit Bud a couple of times. All right. You hit Bud a couple of times. Maybe hit him with some face shot, gut shot, all that. You could even hit Mayweather. You got hit. I think you only hit Mayweather probably about, I think one hit. I think he got hit with one hit. And it probably was the glove. Y'all go watch Floyd Mayweather's fight and then watch Bud's fight, right? And you got to see who got hit the most. It was Bud, okay? Now, Bud gave a masterclass ass whooping, right? And Floyd Mayweather gave a superior ass whooping, right? You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna sit here and listen to this nonsense that Canelo is talking about, y'all. You know what I mean? We're just not gonna do it. We're just not gonna do it, man. Canelo, I understand you pressed, you upset. You know what I mean? You mad because Floyd Mayweather frustrated you. He hit you a lot of times in the face. You threw a gut shot and you missed. Floyd Mayweather was just dancing around you, man. And you were younger. You was younger. You wasn't able to keep up with the older Floyd Mayweather. I don't understand why. I thought boxers run miles. You know what I mean? You couldn't run after Floyd Mayweather. You couldn't cut off the corner. I mean, like your conditioning was terrible. You know what I mean? Floyd Mayweather was just outclassed you, outperformed you, and he had better stamina. You know what I mean? Better skills. Okay, so we're not gonna say we hear what you're saying, Canelo. We understand it's coming from a place of hate. And I'm saying, and we all know that I love hate, right? I love it. I was just talking about that in my last content. We embrace hate over here, but we're not gonna allow you to lie like that, Canelo. We're not gonna allow you to lie like that, saying that Bud is better than Floyd. Even Bud said that nobody could beat Floyd Mayweather. Even Bud said this. Bud even understands that Floyd is better. You know what I'm saying? In one of the interviews after the fight, after Bud Crawford got done beating up Canelo, I think he was on the phone with Floyd, and Floyd was congratulating him, and Bud was like, yeah, man, I used one of your styles. You know what I'm saying? So Bud pretty much used Floyd Mayweather's style in one of the rounds to beat Canelo, pretty much. You could tell that Bud was studying Floyd Mayweather. He was studying him. I mean, he was moving the same side to side like Floyd. He was tapping him. He was doing the light taps. Man, he did a superb job, man, copying Floyd Mayweather, man. Because if you look at the way Floyd was fighting Canelo, and how you would just touch the gloves, and then hit him, touch the gloves and hit him. Bud did the same thing. He was touching the gloves, and hit him. Touching the gloves, and hit him. You know what I mean? It was the same playbook. Same playbook. The reason Canelo couldn't figure out the style because he couldn't figure out Floyd Mayweather's style either. He couldn't figure it out. You know what I mean? Bud is older than Canelo, okay? But Canelo is in his middle prime years. He's more polished. After the Floyd Mayweather fight, you could best believe he's sharpened up. But Bud beat the sharp Canelo, okay? And Floyd Mayweather beat the young Canelo, and was still on his prime. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah. So. See, it's easy for people. I understand fans got their fans, man, but they can make somebody look like a god, like nobody can beat you. Everybody get beat, man. Mike Tyson got beat. Muhammad got beat. Roy Jones got beat. George Foreman got beat. Lennox Lewis got beat. Everybody gets beat, man. Nobody. You just gotta be smart and retire early. If you have an O in your record and you really feel like legacy's all you want, cool. You could chase your legacy. You could chase greatness, cool. But it's better to retire on top That way, you have the best record. You get more endorsements. You just, I mean, it's just better to retire with an O. It just is. You know what I mean? Devin Haney knows this. That's why he was crying about Ryan Garcia and how he cheated just to get his O back. Because at first, when Ryan Garcia beat the brakes out of Devin Haney, you know what I mean? They were saying that Ryan Garcia was on drugs and this and that, and and so they overturned the verdict. They gave Devin Haney the O back again, undefeated record back again. You know what I mean? That's how important the O is. You know what I'm saying? And if you in boxing and you got your O record, man, you got to retire, man. You got to retire on top. If you got to have at least more than 30 fights, though, man. You can't retire with a 20-0. That ain't it right there, man. Anyway, y'all, this back with New Content TV, man. So we went on Tank Davis to fight what's his name? Jake Paul. That's another good fight coming up. I wonder who Bud Crawford's gonna fight next. I'm waiting for that. I think it's gonna be a good one. You know what I mean? Benavidez, man, I think that Benavidez should still fight Canelo. I mean, Canelo got nothing to lose at this point. He lost all his belts. So the only thing he can do is grab Benavidez belts. That's probably the best thing he can do, man. You know what I mean? This ass whooping, man, probably took away a lot out of Canelo. When you look at Charlo, man, we haven't seen Charlo in a long time. After Charlo got his ass beat by Canelo, we haven't seen this nigga in the ring in a minute, man. So when you lose pretty bad, I haven't seen Spence fought ever since. I don't know if Spence ever got back in the ring. He probably did. I don't know, but I haven't heard of Spence getting back in the ring. He probably did, But something about losing your that touch, man. When you get your ass beat like that, man, it's different. Anyway, y'all, this back with New Content TV, man. Please subscribe to the channel. All right, y'all, what y'all think in the comments? All right, I think Bud is great, but I think Floyd Mayweather is a legend, man. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, nobody can touch Floyd, man. All right, y'all, back with New Content TV. Holla at me.